alive! It's alive! It's alive!
I want to play a game.
Hello and welcome to the Sounds from the Grave podcast. My name is Yussef.
My name is Vania.
And I'm Kyle.
And you're trying to make it look like I think Coolsville sucks.
So yes, here is a welcome to part 2 that I was not a part of. Hi, what's up?
Hey,
no,
Vanya, thank you for joining us. Nice of you to do that.
Yeah,
Wow.
in-laws stuff. You know, there's
not
nothing
even 2 minutes in, there's
I was
sassiness.
actually doing a haunt. I was at my in-laws, so that part that's a haunt within itself. Anyway, but yes, we are going to be talking about
Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed.
Yes.
Oh man, we're already on 2. Did I miss one? Again, playing on that joke. I'm the name dropper now.
We should have put like a cardboard cutout of you, just like sitting there smiling. V, any thoughts? Silence.
I agree, V.
I thought so too. Yeah, but
Everybody.
Yeah. Oh, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Kyle.
I said everybody be listening to that podcast and they'd be writing in and be like, I think V's mic was off. She never responded.
And people on YouTube like, that's a cutoff. Anyway.
Do they know that's a cutout?
I don't know.
But yeah, we're talking Scooby-Doo 2 Monsters Unleashed, the sequel to 2002 Scooby-Doo. With the same live-action cast, same director, Roger Gosnell, and same writer, James Gunn. And
but a different hairstyle on Fred.
The only person who gets anything different in this movie is Fred.
Because didn't Freddie Prinze Jr. shave his head?
Because the dye messed up his hair, yeah.
Yeah, it was a wig, yeah.
Yeah. But basic premise of this one, a bunch of the monster costumes from their previous exploits, pretty much the cartoons, all get stolen and they get made into real monsters. And it's up to Mystery Inc. to figure out how it's happening and how to stop it.
It was so great to see some of these live action monsters that I saw from the cartoon.
Yeah. That for me is like why... I don't know if it's an unpopular opinion or not. I tend to like Scooby-Doo 2 better than the first Scooby-Doo. Just because of the monsters, honestly.
Wow, that's a bold statement.
As much as I love the first Scooby-Doo, I like Scooby-Doo 2 just for the monsters. But I do still have issues with the movie itself. Like, there's still some things that Scooby-Doo 2002 did better. Mainly the jokes.
Get this. I saw this movie many, many times. And guess what? I'm the one that needs a refresher. I was trying to rewatch this movie anywhere that I can find it. Anywhere. And obviously, I obviously not anywhere, but you know.
You didn't sell the high seas.
So apparently, on Amazon Prime, where you can usually like pay like a fee to just buy it and or rent it, it's unavailable. Period.
Wow.
I was like,
just delisted.
Fuck? Like, I was like,
what the hell? Yeah.
What kind of CRT bullshit is this? Like, how did this end up getting on the bin?
Yeah. I rented it on Fire Stick. I just searched it on the movies and rented it.
I'm curious as to why they're not on HBO Max or even like Boomerang.
I don't know.
It used to be on Netflix.
And they were on Netflix
last
for
year.
a bit, yeah.
Yeah.
That's weird.
Now Netflix is under a lot of controversy
because of the password sharing thing.
They stopped us from sharing passwords.
So yeah, Vania, get off my Netflix.
No, I have your Peacock, and no, I won't get off.
Sorry, I don't know why that.
So,
and you've got my Shutter.
Want a free Peacock account?
And you've got my Shutter.
My DMs on HHN Cultist. I actually got off. I got off your Shutter.
Oh, you got your own?
I accidentally paid. I forgot to unsubscribe, and it paid for the entire year. That was like the biggest fucking L on my fucking wallet. I was like, well, at least I have Shutter until July, but I forgot to stop my subscription, so I guess I have Shutter for the entire year.
No,
so.
I ended up getting Shutter and Peacock. Peacock is because there's a lot of stuff that I wanted to watch on there, and Shutter because it's Shutter. And then at the same time, I was like, Vania, I would just use both of mine, especially Shudder, because we used it for the podcast when we would watch movies.
Yeah. I use my my friend's mom's Peacock account, and even though I think I actually get a free account from being a Universal team member,
You do.
I remember I got an email.
I had to figure out how to do that.
I remember I got it. Funny enough, I got an email after I had bought Peacock by like 3 or 4 months. I were like, "Hey, Universal Pass holder, you get 6 free months of Peacock right now." And I'm like,
"Yeah, that's what I did for me." I was like,
"Thanks, yeah."
A little too late there, Universal, but okay.
I still use it. The fuck?
Yeah, I mean, I use it too, especially because there is a movie on there that we're going to be covering soon that is on Peacock.
Yeah.
We'll get to that though.
Okay.
That's for next month.
The movie that I suggested for this month is apparently going to be on Tubi later this month.
Oh, that's good.
Interesting, really?
Yeah.
Good to know.
So if we wait till then, you don't have to pay for it.
That's true.
Well, honestly, it's worth the $3.
I was kind of thinking about buying it anyway because Amazon had it on sale for like $12, like the collector's Blu-ray. So I was like, ooh.
Hell yeah!
But we're not gonna spoil anything.
Exactly. No spoilers.
Funny enough, actually, but I completely forgot before we actually get into like the meat and potatoes of this episode. During this day of recording, it is Kyle's birthday.
Actually is, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Kyle's birthday. Now let's sing a happy birthday song. Happy birthday
Oh my God.
to you.
This is not a Chili's.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear name dropping Kyle. Happy birthday to you.
I was
Feliz and
oh my God.
No.
Me and Angela went to had a park day at Universal, and I wanted to be extra, so I went to guest services and got a birthday pin. And it was so great walking around all day long and having random people tell me happy birthday.
See, for me, it was just my joke trolling you. Just saying, where's your social security checks?
And guess what I did at Yussef?
What did you get? Did you sign up for AARP?
Angela's right behind me. No, she since it was my birthday and she refuses to go on it, she agreed to go on Fast and the Furious Supercharged with me, and she hated it.
He's never been on it?
No. She used to go on it all the time when her friend worked there, but since her friend doesn't work there anymore, she doesn't have to go there anymore. But I got her on it today.
I see Angela shaking her head in the background.
It was hilarious too because the person that was working the family room, no, it wasn't the family room. It was the war room.
Oh yeah.
She was wonderful. She was just saying sarcastic stuff throughout the whole time.
Honestly, like, they're the best part of that whole ride. Just like the pre-show people are the best part.
There was a part where Hobbs calls in. And he goes, hey Dom, I ain't got no time for chit chat. And she goes, you called us.
Oh man, yeah, I remember the last time I went, they were just as sarcastic and it was great. Yeah, but anyway,
I was an orphan when I went on there.
Oh yes, Vania the orphan.
Oh yeah.
It's like Vania, we're family. I'm adopted.
But don't worry, Vania. It's the Fast and Furious fever is gonna rise up again come Super Bowl time when we get the trailer.
Yep.
What? Another one?
Yeah, they're making 2 more.
Yeah. Is it 2 more? I thought this was the last one.
Oh no, 2 more. They said it's like a 2-parter.
Oh my! We're getting a 2-parter.
Or they're pulling a Harry Potter and a Twilight and splitting it into a 2-parter.
Yeah.
Y'all, like...
So in May, we're all seeing Fast 10.
Why are we pleasing...
Me and Yussef seeing Fast 10 together.
It was cool because the car modding community is actually really cool. Hi, I'm a part of it. What's up? But this is too much. Why are we pleasing the Latinos so much? So like, we want action, we want cars, we want titties, then we want family. Familia is everything. Arroz con gandules too.
Oh my God.
And also a very complicated relationship with a Latina that keeps getting kidnapped and or is trying to save my ass. Like, no. Stop. We're done. The main meat and potatoes died and eye candy. But still, like... Respect
See,
is great.
I just
Stop
watched them.
making
I just
movies.
watched them for like
Boycott.
the ridiculous value of it. Like they just gets wilder and wilder. That's why I enjoy them so much.
I mean,
Because
literally,
I'm
the
like, how
last one,
stupid are they gonna get?
the last
Michael
one,
Bay?
the last one, they went to space, literally
Oh my
in a
God.
car. So
In a
I
rocket
don't
powered
even know
car.
how they're gonna top this one. And they were wearing like underwater scuba gear,
Watch,
like
they're gonna
helmet,
unlock the Fast and
diving
Furious
helmet.
multiverse.
Yeah. Well, there was rumors last year that that they actually wanted to do a crossover between Fast and the Furious and a Beast Wars, Transformers Beast Wars. And I
Everything,
was like,
everywhere, Fast and Furious.
what the fuck?
Wait, this is kind of off topic, but have y'all seen Puss in Boots' Last Wish?
You mean a masterpiece? Yes.
I
Yes.
have not. But Angela got her picture made with Puss in Boots today at Universal.
Aww.
Yeah, because he was out there.
Yeah, no.
But
Puss in Boots
can
is
you
it's
just
amazing.
imagine at this point, Fast and Furious is gonna be like, instead of team friendship, it's team family. Will you stop? Stop! No!
Vania's had enough.
I've had enough of family. I really have.
Anyway, getting back on topic, Scooby-Doo
Horror Family
2.
is another-
Scooby-Doo 2, Monster.
It's a horror family is another different breed. I love y'all. So either way, even though I'm mostly absent because of obligations of unfortunately getting wet, but other than that, it's like
Yeah.
anyways. But after that, I will be completely non-busy, and I will be on here more often to bash on Kyle.
Wow.
Your scheduled regular programming, I forgot. But meat and potatoes. Go ahead,
meat,
Yussef.
meat and potatoes. So, outside of the original cast returning, we get a couple of new faces in here. We have Heather Jasper Howe, played by Alicia Silverstone. And we also get Patrick, the museum curator, played by Seth Green.
Oh yeah, we got
That's
our
amazing.
Buffy characters.
Our Buffy characters, that's right. And we also get Tim Blake Nelson as Jonathan Jacobo. And I forget this guy's name, but Old Man Wickles. Why I just love it. It's like the most Scooby-Doo name.
Oh, he was great.
Old Man Wickles.
You stole my tater tots.
You stole my part in My Fair Lady.
And my fair lady,
You
were too acty.
Yeah, I love that part when he's like, "You stole my tater tots. You said you were feeling puffy." But anyway, but yeah, we already said the basic premise of this. I like that. I like that it's very similar to the first one, where it's kind of a whodunit. Because similar to the Scooby-Doo episodes, except Scooby-Doo at the time only had maybe 2 or 3 characters that could have been your villain, but in this one it's like 3 or 4 of them, so they expand a little bit more.
Yeah.
I think I would say one of the things I really enjoy about this movie is the fact that they expand on Mystery Inc. and the gang.
Yeah.
Like they give them more of a story.
Yeah.
Like you've got Velma with the love interest thing.
Which
yeah, there's issues with that. And
Not the
who's your
not
mommy?
the from Kyle. Anyway.
But then you've got
was because of what they did, what they originally.
Yeah, and then considering what they were gonna do originally, yeah.
Yeah.
And then you have Shaggy and Scooby trying to measure up to the rest of Mystery Inc. and be like, hey, we want to be we want to show that we're part of the gang because we don't feel like we're good enough.
Yeah.
Then you've got the whole thing with Fred where he's like, oh, talking's for wimps.
Yeah.
So it's a lot of. I like that it there's a lot of stuff going on between all of them.
Yeah.
And plus the graphics for or at least the effects for the second movie is definitely a lot better, an improvement from the first one. Even though I do kind of like the practical effects from the first one, not gonna lie.
On the effects they were all great, but I'll tell you that tar monster was the worst fucking CGI ever.
That's fair. That's fair.
And it was so expensive apparently.
Yeah.
And they should have done what Warner Brothers messed up because they wanted to take out the tar monster because they realized how expensive it was and how bad it looked. Warner Brothers was like, no, it's already made. We already spent the money. Just keep it in there.
Yeah.
and it looks like garbage.
It was bad.
Right.
But yeah, like I think for me, like I said earlier, my main draw in this film is seeing the classic monsters from the original cartoon brought to life.
Captain Cutler and Miner 49er,
which are my two favorites. So I was so happy to see them.
The Black Knight,
the pterodactyl ghosts, the skeleton ghosts,
the
zombie.
Oh, the zombie! Yeah, the zombie's a classic Scooby-Doo monster.
It's like one of the first ones, I think.
Yeah, but man, seeing Miner 49er and Captain Cutler was fucking great.
Which I have a really fun fact about Miner 49er when we get to the grave robbing facts. But yeah, it's one of those things where it's a childhood thing of like, oh my god, I'm finally getting to see these guys in live action. It's the same thing as like when you see Spider-Man, like with the first time you see the Spider-Man movies, because you're like, it's this combo character brought to life type of thing.
Yeah.
So like that for me was the biggest draw for it. And again, it keeps the essence of Scooby-Doo.
For sure.
It doesn't try to go in like a wildly different direction. Like it pushes just enough to expand on the lore, but not enough where it's completely different in the style of something like Velma.
Yeah.
Thankfully.
Oh god, thank God.
Honestly, I think they should. I mean, this is kind of going off topic, but on topic. I think they should I don't know, do I think standalone Scooby and Shaggy show instead of Velma. I get it. For Velma, it's like more of a fan servicey thing because now, unfortunately, everybody has sexualized Velma, and now we're out here with a show apparently. But
show totally missed the mark.
I've been this tempted, but I'm stopping myself. I'm like, no, I don't want to be disappointed and be
I'm not even wasting my time.
I mean, honestly, you know how going on a little bit on a Velma rant here because I like Velma. I really genuinely like Velma. I would like to think of her as more of a very open-minded person, and it's people kind of gatekeeping that in some shape or form, because she did like Johnny Bravo at some point. To be fair,
Oh god, the Johnny Bravo crossover.
Yeah, like back in the day, but I think with Scooby-Doo and Shaggy having a standalone, I think would be better because we need kind of like a different revival for Scooby-Doo other than the one that they have going on right now. Oh,
yeah,
that's just me.
It'd be an interesting look back because there was a time when it was just a Shaggy and Scooby show for like an animated show that was just them two, and certain points it would have Scrappy, but it focused on them two most of the time.
But it was Scooby-Doo
with the red shirt Shaggy era.
Yeah.
Oh.
James Gunn needs to create a third movie.
Please.
Do it.
Please.
Same cast. You can do it.
Yeah. That's funny because I sent Kyle a TikTok of that exact same thing we were talking about where they remake Zombie Island with the original cast as like a legacy sequel.
Yep. That'd be sick.
And I'm like, come on, please make it happen, James Gunn. You own this now. It's Warner Brothers. It's DC. Yeah. You can do this.
Yeah, I know you're busy with DC, but come on.
You can do it. Just throw Batman in there, like one of the old crossovers back in the day.
You're gonna get one of those fake Instagram DMs, Yussef. Hey, it's me, James Gunn. I need money to finish Scooby-Doo 3.
How much are you willing to pay?
I'm here with Scooby. Hi, I'm Scooby Dooby D.
Yussef about, whoa, how much do you need? Did you say Scooby-Doo 3 live action? Yeah, how much do you need?
I'm here with Matthew Lillard. Hi, I'm Scream.
I am Face Ghost.
I am Face Ghost.
Oh, God.
That'd be great. We need to make that meme now.
God, now you're getting into my territory of one of my pet peeves. I can't stand when people call
Ghostface Scream
horror icons by the name of the title, even though it's not the thing. Yeah.
Oh, hey, look, it's Saw.
Like I had someone at work like she like saw my wallpaper. This guest, and she or the thing was a work as a fellow team member, and she was like, yeah, my daughter is a big fan of that. Scream's her favorite. Scream's her favorite character, and I'm like, oh god damn.
I think it's so far it's funny because I haven't seen anybody go, "Hey, look, it's Terrifier."
Yeah,
My
mom told me with
it's off-brand Pennywise. Excuse me, the fuck you just say?
God,
excuse you.
My mom trolled me with that Halloween one year. I went as Ghostface, and she was like, she like dropped me and my niece and nephew off because I was taking them trick or treating, and she was driving by, and she was like, oh, she was like, hey, Scream, and then I just kind of like looked at, and then like, when I walked back to the car, she was like, oh my god, it's Stab. I was like, god damn it.
That's funny.
It's funny.
I like that.
But yeah, Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo 2.
So
again, basically going back to like the regular story of it too, it's interesting because we see Coolsville for the first time in live action, because the last time they did it was Spooky Island. Really not a whole lot to say about Coolsville though. It's just a city.
I think Coolsville sucks.
Like outside of the Criminology Museum, the only other like buildings that really do actually get to see are like Mystery Inc.'s headquarters. Yeah, like the super high tech. It's like the Batcave if they put in LED lights.
Yeah, yep, it's great.
Yeah, and
the clubhouse.
I love the clubhouse. That was one of my favorite locations that they went to in the movie.
Yeah, and you got the bad guy hideout that's in the bar,
the Foghost, yeah.
The and then bar.
An old man Wickles mansion.
Who would have thought all of the bad guys in Coolsville hang out together at a dive bar? Everybody hangs out at that one dive bar.
After they got released from prison, they're like, all right, let's go get a drink, guys.
Yeah, come on, guys, let's go. How we can beat those Midland kids. That dumb dog.
Oh wait, Courage? Hi? No.
Oh
my God.
It's a joke, guys. Relax.
Stop it.
It would have been so much better if we would have saw like if they wouldn't even mention it. If in the background, if you would have saw Scrappy Doo like sitting in there at the bar.
Oh my god, that would have been great. But he like actively tries to like not get noticed.
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's one of those things too where. Like I said, the movie expands on these characters, so it gives everybody something to do, some kind of like subplot. And they definitely do that with Shaggy and Scooby when they do go. They're like, okay, we gotta try and be actual detectives. So we're gonna look for clues, which does lead them to the Foghost, and we get one of the weirdest scenes in any movie with Shaggy dressed as a pimp and Scooby with a giant afro.
Yeah, and then it's like the whole like dance like sequence was my favorite.
Where he's got like the fake tooth and everything.
Yep.
I'm trying to remember what his name was. Wasn't it like Shizzle McCreepy or something like that?
Yes.
And I'm just like, what is happening right now? I will say, I think Matthew Lillard, outside of his regular Shaggy stuff, he does get some of the funniest lines.
Oh yeah.
Like when they're talking to Seth Green, and like right outside the bar, and he's like, well, we'd love to hang out, but we got to do like your personality and split.
God.
Like I think he has like some of the best like little like one-liners.
Yeah, because they see him roughing up some guy.
Yeah,
getting all
Which is the funniest thing to see out of Seth Green because he's just so short next to Matthew Miller.
So fucking funny.
There's the whole thing of like, Scooby, you gotta stay calm. Psh, I needed that. Psh, I needed that one too. Psh, you're pushing your luck, Scoob.
Yeah.
But I think we should go back. I think we like skipped over the
we did
the old man Wickles mansion thing.
Yeah.
Which I thought was great. It was very much a Scooby-Doo location.
Oh yeah. I love the trapdoor thing. Whenever it captures you, it just says the owner will be back at 7 o'clock in 7 hours to let you out.
I do like those kids right outside the mansion. They're like, "Good job last night, losers." And Daddy like, "Quick, think of a comeback." Hey, shut up.
Hey, shut up. Poor Buffy.
I do like when they do get locked into that trapdoor thing, and they just have like the Girl Scout and the Mormons. He's like, "Do you guys want cookies? What? Have you heard the good word? Yeah, there's cookies."
That's fucking great.
Have you heard the good news? Yeah, there's cookies.
Allude him to hey, you gotta respect the hustle for that Girl Scout, even though locked up.
She walked out with like $70 because I remember like her counting. She's like 40, 50, 60. She's like, "Enjoy the cookies." Oh man. And the whole thing again with Shaggy when he's like, "All right, guys, let's split up and search for clues." And Fred's like, "He saw the thing that I say."
Yeah.
Shaggy at this point is becoming more useful or trying.
That's Shaggy's like godlike power starting to emerge.
Oh my gosh, that whole thing! And what was that? Was that 2020? 2020? Was that it?
I don't even know.
But
but
that whole
God Shaggy.
it's like
was
Shaggy.
Or was it 2019? Oh, it was something like that.
I see.
I think it was 2020 because everybody's like, "Oh, like Shaggy will get rid of COVID." Like,
Oh yeah, something like that.
Yeah,
I love that they added him when they did multiverses. They had him doing like godly, like god tier status.
Yeah. One of the funniest things about about those memes was when people would do the fake subtitles for the behind the scenes documentary of the making of the movie, where the cast was just talking about how great Shaggy was.
I remember this one time he was just floating above the air and he ascended, and I transcended consciousness.
Those are so great.
And I love the other ones too. It was like the negative ones, and the Matthew Lillard's like subtitles say it's like, "Yes, they dared challenge me, and they had to pay the price."
My child, for you will do not know your sins. Like, okay. Honestly, it all started when they were younger in that second movie, and then they all started playing like the little thing, the floppy disk.
Oh, the frisbee thing, like the frisbee.
Flashback. That's where it all started. Just
Shaggy. That's when Shaggy unlocked his true potential.
That's where it was.
And sandwiches, and probably discovering weed at that point too.
Yeah. Don't you love the little not so subtle hint? That they threw in the movie where Shaggy's guys just happen to be all stoners. It's fucking great.
He's like, "Hey,
he's like, my people."
And the freaking like dogs that idolize Scooby. The one's like, "Oh, sign my bowl." The other one's like, "Eat my food." And the other one's like, "Sniff my butt."
My butt, yes.
Or like, "Have my chew toy."
Oh God. Those ones, that was hilarious. Velma's crew. That one girl was crying after she signed the paper,
like the science magazine.
Yeah.
It's and one of those things I really enjoy about the mansion scene too is just Scooby just grabbing a shit ton of random stuff and being like, "Hey, look, I found clues."
Yeah.
And Shaggy's like, "That's just stuff that you want." He's got like a toilet brush cleaner and like underwear and all this like random stuff. And it's funny because like he like purposely avoids stuff that could be clues, like Old Man Wiggles' diary and has like his safe, and he grabs everything next to it.
Yeah. Thinking about when you first saw this movie, did y'all figure out who the mass villain was, or did y'all think it was the other person?
I thought it was Seth Green for when I first saw
That's
it.
who I thought. That's who it seemed like.
Yeah.
Especially
which is I like that they
later
do that.
on. Yeah, especially later on in the scene where Velma meets him in the cave, and the way he's been like really nonchalant and just walking slow and just like talking menacingly. I'm like, damn dude, you're not even trying to hide it. And then it's like, well, no wonder people thought you were a psychopath.
Yeah, because it's one of those things where it's like they give you red herring foreshadowing for it of like him getting like super mad in the museum when they steal the rest of the costumes, and he just walks off. And when he's roughing up the guy next to the bar, and then when you finally see him in the cave. So the whole time they're like, "Oh crap, it's him," especially with that picture of Jonathan Jacobo. You see like a little red-headed child right next to him. You're like, "Oh shit, it's actually him."
Yeah. I was happy though it wasn't him though.
I was glad it was a good twist.
It was.
It was well written.
Hi, I'm like the queen of getting off topic, that kind of thing. When you guys like, how you guys discovered that it wasn't like South Korean and all this other stuff, like in the movie, do you think that it's becoming more predictable to see who is like the who done it kind of phase, kind of like Scream, Scooby-Doo, or like what was your first? I guess what I'm trying to ask is what was your first exposure to that, and how did it become more predictable as you guys like went on?
I mean, the whodunit stuff I kind of got as a kid from Scooby-Doo.
Yeah,
like the cartoons were similar that way.
I would sit and call out people even as a kid and be like, I bet it's this person.
Yeah, that's how I used to do it too. Like me and my brother would like try to guess who it was, and like we wouldn't like bet on it or anything, but would be like, "Oh, I bet you it's this guy," and he'd be like, "Nah."
I come on. I grew up.
We weren't made of money.
I grew up playing Blue's Clues. Okay.
Oh, not the Blue's Clues. I'm gonna tell.
I grew up on Blue's Clues, man.
Yeah, I'm gonna tell it to him at MegaCon. Shit.
There you
go. But yeah, and then after that, it was oh god, stuff like Clue. Like I remember watching Clue as a kid and that kind of stuff.
I've always loved like mystery stuff, like even like obviously Scooby-Doo, obviously Scream, but like even just like watching shows with my mom. My mom used to be like one of those like really into crime TV shows, and like those like those investigation discovery, and I will sit and watch those with her, and we'll sit there and call people out and be like, yeah, it's this person. Ain't no damn way it's not this person.
You're suspicious as fuck, boy.
Yep, it's like, oh, that's kind of sus.
No, I just think it's like funny that Scooby-Doo kind of it laid a TV cartoon foundation for people who are into that stuff. So, but just becoming more predictable though, like for sure. Except for the newest Scream though, but Kyle has that down packed. It's fine.
Well,
we all follow Kyle's blog.
I have 3 suspects. Okay, and once we
get closer, what happened?
Once we get closer, well, once we get closer to that, I'll post who I think my 3 are, and I think there's gonna be 3 killers, and I have my 3 picked out.
I feel like Kyle, we're gonna have to make a poster of like a Knives Out thing, but it's all ghost faces and it's just you as Daniel Craig's character. As Benoit Blanc.
Period.
Oh
god. That'd be great. Because it could literally be called Knives Out.
Yep.
Just leave the same name. Knives Out, a Scream story.
Sharpening up.
Or the sharpening.
The sharpening. Stephen King presents
The Sharpening.
The Sharpening.
Oh god. We're just throw Stephen King's name on there just for
shits and giggles.
Yeah. Stephen King on Twitter, like I had nothing to do with this.
You start listing like all the famous directors, even like the ones that aren't alive anymore. So it's like Stephen King, Sam Raimi, Wes Craven, George Romero, and Sean Cunningham present.
There's like disputing. It's like, no, we had nothing to do with that.
You get sued by all of them simultaneously.
Like, emailing. There's a cease and desist letter on the way right now.
The credits are the actual cease and desist letter.
Yeah, just post that as the credits as a big fuck you.
That'd be great.
But anyway, Scooby.
Back to Scooby. I don't think I put that on the grave robbing facts. Let me check real quick, but I don't think it's on there. But there is that one scene when Scooby has all that stuff from the mansion, and he's singing that little song. Like do 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 do. That's Strangers in the Night by Frank Sinatra. That's actually where they got the name for Scooby, because he would do that. That's like a little scat. He'd be like Scooby Dooby Doo. He would do that when he was like remembering words and stuff. So that's where they got the name from.
That's cool.
Because originally his name was gonna, for some reason, I don't know why, his name was gonna be Too Much. Like legit, his name was gonna be Too Much.
That's too much information for me for today.
Oh god, too much. I don't know. I couldn't do that.
What's his name? It's Too Much.
Weird.
What do you mean too much? What do you mean it's too much? It's too much. Like emotionally or?
Imagine too much. Where are you?
Oh God. Like how would you?
A pup named Too Much. Like nah, bro. Too much. Two Monsters Unleashed.
What's new? Too much.
Too much in the gang.
Yeah. Be cool. Too much. I just can't. Nope.
Oh, that would have been terrible. I gotta look it up because they had like because they had like a bunch of different names for like
Too Much Adventures. Yeah.
For like the Mystery Gang, they had a whole bunch of different names too.
Oh God.
I'll look them up and send it to you guys because they're really funny. But yeah, I just thought that was really funny because it's a nice little callback to how they got the name for Scooby.
Yeah.
And then you also get you're running with the like one of the iconic villains, the Black Knight Ghost, who I love. And again, it's one of those things where going back to the characters, they not only expanded, but they didn't dumb them down anyway. Like I like that they kept Daphne as a badass.
Yeah,
they didn't just be like, yeah, but you know, like they could have been like, oh, like she couldn't have done much, but they had her like in a fight scene with the Black Knight Ghost.
Yep.
So I'm like, I'm glad that they kept.
You not?
Yeah, but like I'm glad they kept the personality of the first film and just moved it over to the second film.
Yeah.
Which I think is what you get when you get the same writer and director too.
Yeah.
They already understood what they wrote. They know the character, and they're like, okay, this is how we want to keep these characters going.
Yeah.
Right.
And I'm sure that they also did it themselves.
Oh yeah.
They knew because they're all wonderful actors and actresses anyway, so they know how to like get a character, figure out everything they want to do with that character, and keep it going no matter how many years it is. They know how to stay in that. And
it also helps too that they were all huge fans of Scooby-Doo. Like that's the reason they wanted to do it is because they were fans of Scooby-Doo.
Good, as it should be.
Yeah, and you can tell that
weird if you found out that like no, I didn't like it. I thought it was.
No, I actually hated Scooby-Doo. I just wanted a paycheck.
I thought it was pretty childish. I just was here for a paycheck.
No, but and then in their chemistry too, you can tell that they're like real. Everybody, there's just really good friends, like not just the characters.
I mean, wasn't Freddie Prinze and Sarah weren't they together by the?
They were already married by now.
Yeah, they're already married. Yeah,
and they're still married, and they loved working with Seth Green because they were all huge friends. Because Seth obviously was on Buffy. Yeah, but him and Freddie Prinze and Sarah Michelle were like super close friends too. Like they got along really well too.
They met on the set of I Know What You Did Last Summer, and they were friends for a little bit, then started dating and been together ever since.
Yeah, it's one of those like really long lasting Hollywood.
I think they're like one of the long lasting like Hollywood couples, aren't they? Yeah.
Yeah. And again, when we get to the grave robbing facts, there's some really cool, interesting stuff about Freddie Prinze Jr. That if you didn't like him before, you'll love him now. We'll get to those in a little bit.
Well, I don't know if you have it in there. Do you know what Freddie Prinze Jr. did? What he used to do?
I do not.
You know, for like many years, he was a writer for WWE.
He was?
Yes.
Oh, I did not know that.
Yeah, he actually put a I Know What You Did Last Summer thing because like they're in a promotion for like there was like some wrestler was in the ring and he was having a feud and somebody came out dressed as the fisherman from I Know What You Did Last Summer. Great. And he was actually behind like some of the bigger storylines that happened like when Jeff Hardy won the World Heavyweight Championship. That was Freddie Prinze Jr. that pitched that.
Wow. Yep. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool.
He's actually in the process of starting his own promotion right now.
Oh yeah, I think you told me about that.
He's trying to get a TV deal and everything, and he's working on getting some talent.
I hope he does it.
I'm excited for it.
I hope he gets a chance to. Yeah,
he knows the business. Yeah, that's one of the weird things about Freddie Prinze Jr. He was a writer for WWE for many years.
And he's also a huge Star Wars nerd, which I love. Yep. Because he was Kanan in Rebels, and like he like I think he was on a podcast and he was like constantly having to correct the guy asking him the questions like no this is how it goes, this is the actual story of Star Wars. Yeah, like he knows Star Wars like top to bottom.
I think it's called, but he actually has a podcast called Wrestling with Freddie where he just reviews wrestling. Talks wrestling. Yeah,
that's cool.
I need
Like I said,
someone
it's
to
another
like
one of
take
those.
me. No, sorry. I just need someone to take me as Yussef. I'm like, I don't understand anything about wrestling someone. What the fuck? I don't
Yeah.
understand anything.
It's just you just gotta like go to an event or just like watch a pay-per-view and just have fun with some friends and
We
you
were
slowly get into it.
dying during Royal Rumble.
Yeah. Yeah. It's also weird because it's like over the years I have noticed that like a lot of horror fans have also love wrestling. That there's this weird like connection between the two.
It is there's like a
And there's
weird like
always
overlap. Yeah.
I never understood that, but it's always there.
No, it's getting people together. So
Yep.
like wrestling fans are turning into horror fans, and horror fans are turning into wrestling fans.
Yeah.
So I'm all for it.
But what was I saying? I think one of my favorite scenes in this was just because of how hilariously just over the top it was Fred's a showdown with the Black Knight where they have Bon Jovi
Freaking
wanted
Bon
dead or
Jovi
alive
playing, yeah.
playing, and the best part he fucking pulls out his ascot and puts it on before he goes
on the Indian motorcycle.
yes God,
But because it's a kids movie, he's also wearing a helmet.
yeah, he's wearing safety first.
Safety first. Yeah, I love that scene. I love how epic they made it. With like when he's like pulling the sheet off the motorcycle in like slow motion.
Yeah, that just pull out the ascot. I was like, yes, clap right there. Because he didn't wear it throughout most of this movie.
No, he just had the color palette of it. Like for example, like the shirt he wore had like the ring. There was like a ring or two that had like the orange on there, but it wasn't an actual ascot. So, yeah, I like that he actually took it out and put it on. I love that he had it on him.
Yeah, of course. That's his power. That's where he gets his power. And he jousted with this Black Knight ghost. And he pulled like some fucking pole off.
Yeah, he pulled like a pipe off the ground and everything.
Huge too. I was like, how the hell did he do that?
all while Bon Jovi is just blasting.
Yeah, won't it? God.
It's funny because like that was actually the first time I ever heard that song by Bon Jovi.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Wow. It may be. I don't know. That may be my first exposure to it without realizing it, but the first time I actually heard it and actually like knew what it was and then kept doing it was on I think it was on Guitar Hero or Rock Band.
Oh yeah, I remember it was on there. Yeah. So like I said, when I first played it, I was like, oh, it's that song from Scooby-Doo.
Nuts. The whole monster showdown was great.
Yeah,
but it was also hilarious because of how like some of the stuff was great. Like when they pulled the one ghost's pants down and he's like worried about it. I'm like, what the fuck? He's a ghost. It's like, why does he give a shit? And then I felt so bad for the cotton candy glove. Just like because of there, he's all trying to be all scary, and they're all just like looking at him. He's like, "Oh, what the fuck?"
It's just cotton candy. Let's just eat him.
Yeah, they just eat the dude.
I will say too, just when it came to dealing with the monsters, I like how cartoony they were with it too. Like the whole thing about pulling his pants down, the thing with Minor 49, or how they just fart his flames back at him.
It was such a Scooby-Doo cartoon thing.
Yeah, they even had like sound effects from the old cartoons.
Yeah, they really.
Which I like too.
I need them and then if they ever do a live action movie, they need to put the chase scene music in. I need them to have a scene where they're going through room and room, going back and forth through the doors, and the music playing.
We need that. We need to see that happen.
We gotta have it. It's a classic.
And I'm trying to think. So what I was not expecting about this movie too is like the way that the writing was done when it came to having like Heather Jesper Howe turning Coolsville against them.
Yeah,
the whole like taking his things out of context and like literally running them out of town.
I know, he was like, I didn't say that.
Coolsville can solve its own problems.
Such a dick move. You're gonna make me think I think Coolsville sucks.
No, wait, no. And I'm like, this is real. This is what it's like being a celebrity for real, for Fred.
Yep.
Like he's finally like he's getting a hard dose of reality.
He is. Yep.
Got
Also,
humbled.
like that. This had some character development for Fred, where he's all supposed to be all caring about the being the hero and being being the ones who solve the mysteries and stuff, and cared about that. But he ends up like realizing that he cares more about Daphne than he does about being the hero. Yeah.
Yeah, and even right off the bat, they again, like I said, they expand on the character. So they didn't go back and made him shallow or like a pretty boy again. Like they kept him, sure, he's the leader, but he's learned his lesson from the previous movie, and now he's a little bit more humble. He still calls Velma Velmster, which I love.
Yeah.
So it's one of those things where like, okay, so like we had him go from shallow and just super like conceited to still sort of conceited but a little bit more humbled.
Yeah, he's like he has his stuff from the first movie, so he's humble and stuff. He's not so much of an ass as he was at first.
Yeah.
But he also is struggling with some stuff because he thinks he can't like show feelings and stuff because it makes him a wimp.
And he also blames himself for getting run out of town.
Yeah.
Same as Shaggy and Scooby blame themselves for every single time something goes wrong trying to get the monsters.
Yeah. Like I love whenever he has that like moment where the Black Knight and he's talking to him and the Black Knight Ghost is just like, "Oh, you've touched the little boy, the little boy in me, and he's mad." It's like you think he's gonna have a change of heart, but he didn't.
No.
Yeah.
It's funny because like whenever I'm thinking about like the 10,000-volt ghost, he reminded me of Electro from the Spider-Man, right? Because all he did was like electrical puns.
Yeah,
it's like it's time for a blackout.
Yeah, but they beat him by just more electricity
by overloading him.
Yeah. They fucking trapped the fucking jumper cable to the Black Knight's
his crotch.
His fucking crotch.
And that was also the Black Knight's weak spot.
Yeah, I know. And he like blows up and his head's like, it's like, oh crap. Those little the little skeleton ghosts were hilarious. How they kept like trading parts. And was, juggling their heads and shit.
And I don't know why I'm like thinking of like random stuff that happens in the movie. Like when I think it's when they steal the disc that they use to make the monsters. They're being chased by the pterodactyl ghosts. And Shaggy says, "This is tied for the worst day of my life." And Velma's like, "What's the other day?" "Every other freaking day of my life."
Welcome to adulthood. Hi, I relate.
Yeah, basically. I love when Shaggy and Scooby are trying to get are trying to figure out how to or mixing all the formulas, and then you got Einstein Scooby and Buff Shaggy, and it's so fucking hilarious. He's just like stretching. He's like, "Check out my pecs, little man. I'm buff." And then Scooby's talking like Einstein, and
he's like, "We have to turn that back."
He's like, "Quiet, you buffoon." And then Shaggy doesn't want to do it, he just throws it away. He's like, "No way!
I want to stay like this forever." When he's like up against the wall, he's like, "Ha ha, Drinko boom."
Yeah, Drinko boom. Yeah, I don't know how they like made him buff, also dumb.
Really dumb.
I kind of like Einstein Scooby. He's kind of a bit of a prick.
Yeah. That's funny. For some reason, Shaggy reminded me of like beach bullies, like the ones that like throw sand at you.
Yeah.
Like that's kind of what he was like.
Yeah.
Like he's like Larry from SpongeBob.
Yeah, that's basically what he was. He was one of the beach bullies from SpongeBob. He would absolutely eat at the Salty Spittoon and not Weenie Hut Jr.
How tough are you?
I eat a bowl of nails for breakfast. Yeah, so without any milk.
Okay. Go ahead.
Oh, sorry, sir. Step right in.
Oh, sorry, sir. Step right in. Or where he rips that dude's tattoo off,
Puts
the
it back.
mom tattoo.
SpongeBob just goes,
Wow.
wow.
God damn.
It's like, so you have to go to that one? The Weenie Hut? No, the other one. Weenie Hut Juniors!
Junior, oh no.
No, Junior.
I'm not gonna lie, I kind of like Weenie Hut Jr. It looked kind of cool.
Right, I want to go there. Same as like Goofy Goobers.
Yeah, that looked like a really nice milkshake.
I'm not opposed to that. I want Steak and Shake now. But
Oh god.
what do you mean?
Steak Shake's kind of nah. You go to Cold Stone and get you a good milkshake.
Overpriced ice cream, dude. All of us, other people are living poverty.
I would just
Kids
say go
in
to
Africa
Culver's.
are dying. What are you doing?
I'm like, let's do the happy medium. Let's all go to Culver's.
Hey, Culver's is good.
Culver's are good. It has good milkshakes. Yeah.
Remember,
I've never had
we
Culver's.
We had Culver's when we saw Terrifier at Trick or Treat.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we went to see Trick or Treat, then we took a break, we ate Culver's, and then came back.
For Terrifier 2.
Be nice, be nice. Hold your ground.
It was wonderful.
Yup.
Be nice, V.
We also
I think we should take.
But no, was the time for Grey Robin facts.
I was gonna say before V snaps there, because it looks like she's about to. Let's take a break and go to our grave robbing facts.
Let's do it.
So welcome to our grave robbing facts, and it is the segment where we're talking about anything that is related based on our episode, whether it be movies, TV sections, or like anything that has to do haunt related or horror. So today we're going to be talking about art and grave robbing facts. Probably looks like more. I could be wrong. On Scooby-Doo 2.
Yeah. So we did 12, so that way everybody gets 4 to go through. We're all even.
Yeah. Yeah, because I was like, yeah, this looks more like 10. More than like 10. So I was like, it's 10. It usually is 10, but it's probably more, so sorry.
So who would like to go first? You go for it, Kyle?
I'll do it.
I was gonna go second.
Okay.
Okay, I'll do it. I'll do it. I'll do it, teacher.
Oh my god.
Please, Vania.
Yeah, Kyle. I have my biggest baby.
Oh my god.
Anyway, when Velma is sitting in the backseat of the van and her leather outfit makes the farting noise, the line is, "That was my outfit. I swear it was an ad-lib by Linda to Carlini." Yes.
So she just added that on there.
Yeah, I love it actually. But like she looks iconic. So hey, that outfit is everything. What farts or not. Hopefully it didn't stink, but
That's great. That was an ad lib.
That was my outfit, I swear. I wonder if that was like not even her as Velma. That was just Linda Cardellini just saying that.
Yeah.
Just because that people probably thought that it was her.
I feel like that probably was. Just something they just kept in. Our next grave robbing fact is all the costumes seen at the Criminology Museum was fully functional, meaning they could all indeed be worn. The plaques were accompanying them also included trivia on the specific costume based on the original cartoon. Okay, now I need a Scooby-Doo pop-up shop with this as a thing.
I want to
be a thing.
I want to wear Captain Cutler's helmet.
Seriously. Okay, look, tell somebody call HHN, tell them whatever idea they had for the tribute store, scrap that shit.
Turn into the Criminology Museum.
Scooby-Doo Criminology Museum. I don't even care if we don't get anything else Scooby-Doo. Just this. People can be like, I'm kind of confused by this. I'm like, you can stay confused.
Why is there a miner?
I'm going to blast in here.
Screw you, I'm having fun.
Me and Yussef would just take turns wearing the Captain Cutler outfit.
You know what? Like, I'm surprised that a lot of, I guess, horror-based bars or horror-based, just shops in general just don't have a Scooby-Doo section. Like, I feel like they always do Adam's Family. They always do Nightmare Before Christmas, which is a given, and all this other stuff. But they don't do Scooby Doo. Someone do something.
Yeah, that is
Someone
weird.
call Cocktails and Screams, or like Player One, or like just do something. Like Prometheus Esosterica, or even Atomic Horror. Someone do something.
They need a Scooby-Doo thing. Yep.
Yeah. Especially,
I think Atomic could probably pull it off.
Yeah. When I went to postmortem, I loved seeing the Scooby-Doo monster trick-or-treat masks.
Yeah.
Oh, I love those. And when we went to Spookalla, it had a bunch of them too.
Yep.
To this day, I haven't been to Mortem Manor. I need to go.
I haven't gone to Mortem Manor. I've only gone to the store. I've only gone to Postmortem.
Yeah, I've done Mortem Manor. It's actually pretty fun. It's pretty unique too. That they have a lot of really cool setups throughout. But there was a part where I kind of felt bad for them because like when we went through the group, we were just all my group was just having fun, and they were trying to scare us, and then we got in this one part, and like they were doing their best to scare us. But there was a huge, massive statue of Cthulhu, and we just ran up and was praising it, and just ignored all the scare actors.
Oh my god! Poor guys are like, I guess Cthulhu's more important than us.
Well, yeah, it's Cthulhu.
Yeah, I mean, as a small haunt scare actor, sometimes it does feel discouraging, like when people don't get scared. But sometimes not all the time, though. But it's only on certain days. We promise we don't take offense to it. Most of the time, we don't take offense to it. But there's those days I'm like, damn, am I not on my A game today?
Yeah, I remember back in the day, when I first got into going to haunted houses and stuff, and I used to try to walk in there and not phased, just act like I thought that was what you're supposed to do. But now I realize that that they want to scare you because it makes them feel good. So I actually even if they don't actually get me, I still react to everything.
It's a nice
as much as I can.
Compliment to them, pretty much.
Yeah.
Nah, for Yussef, I harass him.
No.
Yeah, because when I did Petrified, I did the blackout night, so they were allowed to touch people, and she was she was just messing with my hair.
And I was messing with your hair, and I was trying to
steal my glow stick.
And I followed you halfway through the trails. I was
like,
wait.
So I think it's the moment you started popping up, I was like, yeah, that's Vania. But anyway, next grave robbing fact here. All the actors did their own stunts, which pleased them all. In particular, Freddie Prinze Jr., who was very keen to do the motorcycle joust.
Oh my god.
That was all him.
I feel like they send in this script and stuff, and he's like, yeah, I'll do it. And then they ask him his rate, and he's like, okay, look, I'll be honest with you. I'll cut you a deal. I'll do it for this, but we're putting this in, and he just sends them an update to the script, and they're like, well, we really wasn't sure about putting this in there. It's like, look, you put it in there or else I'm out. He's very keen on the motorcycle gels. He just really wants this to be a thing.
That's the only reason he did it is so he could have the motorcycle joust scene.
That's hilarious. He's like, oh, I get to joust on a motorcycle. Yeah, absolutely, I'm in. But I want to do it though. Well, we had you as stunt double. It's like, nope. Fire him.
Send him home.
Yep. Not needed.
That's so cool, though.
That's hilarious. That's why he's great.
Yeah.
Besides being in, I know he did last summer.
And she saw that.
And I think, yeah, he was in I Still Know. Yeah.
Yeah, he was.
Yep.
All right. So what's our next one be?
So our next one is released on the 35th anniversary of Scooby-Doo. Where are you? And it is incomplete. What is this?
No, the movie itself was released on the 35th anniversary of the show.
Yep. Which was first released in 1969. Nice.
Yup. Nice.
Damn. My dad was born on that year. So
nice.
Shit.
Nice.
It's
a nice year for him.
Yeah. That's when we supposedly went to space.
Oh. Wow.
Oh
no. It's going to turn into another podcast.
The conspiracy podcast.
Yep.
Conspiracy.
Uh,
Camera perfectly like put into space. Just saying. Anyway,
Yeah. Your fifth grave robbing fact is this marks the fifth film in which Freddie Prinze Jr. co-stars with Matthew Lillard. The other four were Scooby-Doo 2002, Summer Catch 2001, She's All That 1999, and Wing Commander 1999.
They are just really good friends.
Hell yeah.
And going back to the next one too, in the same year, both Matthew Lillard and Seth Green starred in the action-adventure comedy Without a Paddle.
That's wonderful.
And Dax
I love
Shepard.
how much. Yeah, I love how much this cast is like connected.
Yeah.
Throughout the years.
Yeah, it's fun to see them all like work together.
So, I guess our next grave robbing fact is originally Michael Rooker was going to have a role as Old Man Winkles.
Oh man!
Could you imagine
in
Michael?
this film.
I'm Old Man Winkles, y'all.
This would have been great.
I'm the Black Knight Ghost, y'all.
You stole my tater tots.
Oh my god, I cannot imagine that.
That's hilarious. Our next one is Scooby-Doo was a working title for the film in early drafts of James Gunn's script. Goddamn, James Gunn just...
Scooby-Doo.
Scooby-Doo, seriously, James Gunn, that's what you came up with? Scooby-Doo?
But spelled like T-O-O.
Yeah.
That's funny. And again, here's one of those like random coincidental things. So several members of the cast and crew would go on to work on films in the Marvel Cinematic Universe. Writer James Gunn would go on to write and direct both Guardians of the Galaxy movies, which also featured Seth Green. I think Guardians 2 did. Linda Cardellini would appear in Avengers Age of Ultron, and Tim Blake Nelson would appear in The Incredible Hulk.
Yep. So you're saying Shaggy used his powers to start the Marvel Cinematic Universe.
He created the multiverse.
He created it. That's what he did.
The Infinity Stones are all extensions of Shaggy's power.
It's canon.
Oh, hell, Shaggy.
Exactly. So
we almost smoked weed on what was it? What was it? 420 Blaze It. Yes.
Oh my god.
420 Blaze It. Praise the Shaggy.
Praise the Shag.
Anyways, but
all hail the Shag.
All hail the edibles. No, anyway. No, I'm kidding. Don't do that. Anyway. Freddie Price and Prince Price? What? Prince? I suck at names, guys. Freddie Prinze Jr. took a pay cut so he could give his co-stars a raise. Aw.
What a humble man. What a wholesome dude.
That's wonderful.
This is what I was talking about. Like, this is one of those reasons that Freddie Prinze is great.
That's it. He's the bomb, man.
Yeah, he's like, I don't need to get paid that much.
They get give paid. Me the motorcycle stuff.
And but also the motorcycle stuff.
Right.
I feel like that's what it was. It's like, look, guys, I'm gonna take a massive pay cut. Okay, you guys are gonna be great. I need to joust on this motorcycle. You don't understand how important this is.
You do not understand.
This is what I feel I was put on this earth to do.
Sarah Michelle goes like, Freddie, what are you doing? I have to do this, Sarah. You don't understand. You will never understand how much I need to do this.
Freddie, we have kids now, okay? We're parents.
And they would want me to do this. I want my children to see this years from now and see how cool their father is.
My kids are going to see this, and they're going to be like, wow, that's my dad, everybody.
That's my old man.
My old man. Yeah, that's hilarious, man. Freddie Prinze Jr., what a wonderful dude. He's just humble. I mean, he stars in like great horror movies, and then I mean he's married to Buffy. I mean
dude's awesome. He's humble.
He's winning at life.
He's winning. Yeah, that's right. He's winning at life.
Yep. All right. Our next one is when in the Wickles mansion. The gang finds a Celtic book with names written on the first page. Among the names are Harryhausen, a nod to Ray Harryhausen, pioneer of stop-motion animation monsters, Warner Brothers, and Munster Mash, the Munsters 1964, plus the novelty song Monster Mash. Nice.
I love that when they add those little Easter eggs in there.
Yeah.
So our last grave robbing fact, which is the one I was telling you about earlier. So Matthew Lillard and C. Ernst Harth were both in 13 Ghosts. Now you're probably wondering, who the hell is C. Ernst Harth? He was minor 49er.
Oh wow.
He was also the big baby in 13 Ghosts.
Yeah, you know who else he is? He's also the baby. The guy dressed as the baby in Trick or Treat.
Oh my god.
That's him.
Great.
Yeah. He reprised his role as the
That's funny.
I think I remember it. The only son. I think it was the name of his ghost or something like that.
Mm-hmm.
No, the Great Child.
Great Child. Yeah, but he also played the Great Child, and he was also minor 49er.
Yeah, that's wonderful. and Matthew Lillard.
It's great. Yeah, it's kind of crazy how like they all like connect from like previous jobs and like know each other in some other way.
And they all like play in some of my favorite 2000s horror gems.
Yeah,
I love how Matthew Lillard, man, what a fucking great moment he had in 13 Ghosts. Oh, I'm sorry. Did I say there was a petting zoo downstairs? No, there are ghosts downstairs, Arthur. That's my favorite line ever.
Matthew Lillard, man, I can't wait to see him do more stuff.
Yussef,
what?
I forgot to ask, but did we ever do an episode on 13 Ghosts?
We did.
I want another rant. I want it.
I asked that last episode, and Yussef was like, "Oh no, well, we already did that episode. I was like, "Shit!" And then you didn't even know that y'all even did an episode on it.
Oh my god!
No, because the thing is, like, I tried looking on it on Spotify. I'm like, did we cover it?
I feel like
we did, because like the cover art is the poster for 13 Ghosts.
Yeah. I feel like we gotta like delete it and like
just redo it.
And just redo it.
Ignore.
Wait, I'm not. Okay, if it wasn't that educated on my end, I would like a redo. Like,
yeah, we did.
Like, I want to go into lore. I want to go into fucking lore.
That was episode 44. We did that back in March.
I love 13 Ghosts because like I think it's actually on YouTube. Someone uploaded all of the featurettes from the DVD.
Oh, sweet!
That detail all of the backstory and everything on every ghost.
That's awesome.
I used to know it all.
I like that. I'm going to have to look that up then.
Oh, it's wonderful. I'm actually kind of thinking of. I know it's like way early, but I mean it's never early. But I'm actually kind of possibly thinking of trying to do a cosplay of the Torn Prince.
That's cool.
Like that one, like I know everybody else like chooses different ones, but I wanted to kind of think in one that somebody doesn't do often. And I like the way he looked.
I want to do the angry princess. My dad already has the jackal, so
nice.
My dad has a jackal cosplay, so like that's his favorite horror film of all time right now.
I also love the fucking puns in that movie where like I guess the lawyer split. He got split in half.
I love how he got split in half. I love that he didn't get split in half. I got split
that
like
was the
fronted.
Coolest kill ever. Yeah. And the way he just slides down. Fucking great.
Anyway, all right, that is the end of our grave robbing facts. Now we're back into your regular scheduled programming. We're probably going to keep up this rant anyway, so.
It's funny because like when you guys were talking about the cosplay, I'm like, and here I come zooming into Ruin and dressed up like Patrick Bateman.
Not this.
Do you like 13 Ghosts?
yeah, do it. Just do a whole rant on 13 Ghosts. I still can't get over that fucking Facebook page.
Do you like Patrick Bateman?
Just because of that hilarious moment when it's like, well, in 2004, I think it was like in 2004, Blockbuster introduced this bankruptcy. I don't know if you've seen it. There's a page Yussef showed me called Patrick Bateman, and it's literally Patrick Bateman, and he's holding, and it's just something, and he just goes on a rant about one thing every day, and he did one about Blockbuster, and it was fucking wonderful.
Oh my god!
I like the one that he did about himself. He's like, "Do you like Patrick Bateman?"
My god.
I still want us to go to a horror convention like in cosplay, but you have to do Patrick Bateman. But I need you to do it like that video that me and you obsess over, the one where that guy was just so perfect, where he's like dragging the body.
Oh
and
my
stops
god, yeah, I
talking
want to
to
do
the
that so
girls.
bad.
And he's like, he's like sitting there talking to them, like, hey ladies, a reservation. He's like, and he just pulls out the fucking CD.
Be like, how would you like to join me for a reservation at Dorsley at 7? Or how about Texarkana?
Yeah, Texarkana, yeah. Whenever you finally read the book, you're gonna love it. There's literally an entire chapter where him and his friends spend the entire chapter arguing over who made reservations and where they're gonna make the reservations. That they spend the entire night, and it's too late for them to make reservations because they can't figure out which one they want to do and who's gonna make it because neither of them want to do it.
It's funny because that's the next book I'm ordering once I finish Damnation Game.
Oh, you're gonna have a blast with that one.
I'm surprised I haven't read it yet. I'm taking way too long.
Like I said, I listened to the audiobook, and I mostly listened to it at work or on my way to work, and it was wonderful. But I don't think I'd ever read it or listen to it again. It's got some fucking sadistic shit in there.
Anyway, let's get back to
Scooby-Doo.
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 Where are you? I got some work for you now. Oh, I know, V, since you wasn't on last episode, you know, the face. I asked Yussef this from any of the Scooby-Doo animated series. Did you have a favorite villain?
Oh, fuck.
Mine was the space one because of I can always hear his laugh and the sound that his spacecraft made.
Yeah. For me, it was like it's a zombie-looking one. It was kind of like looks like Frankenstein in a way.
Oh
It was like,
him.
that
he's like a
it's-
straight up classic, yeah.
Yeah, it's just classic, you know.
I've always liked him and the one with the rattling chains. The one that looks like Ghostface.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I've always liked that. I've
Oh
always
my gosh,
liked
what was the
Captain
episode
Cutler.
where they got
and
stuck in the cabin, like snowstorming.
Evil Dead.
Snowstorming, Yussef.
Dude, imagine an Evil Dead cartoon adaptation of Scooby-Doo.
What's wrong with you?
Oh my god.
That was actually really good.
All right, this one got possessed.
She kind of sounded like Mia, but like possessed Mia from
2013. Yeah.
Dude, the more I see that trailer, I cannot fucking wait for April.
Same.
The way she just crawls to that tub. Mommy's with the maggots now.
Oof.
God. Can't wait.
I'm all for it.
Can't wait.
Yeah,
which one? You said yours was the ghoul thing, and mine was the space ghost, and Yusef's was Minor 49er.
It was it's between Minor 49er and Captain Cutler. I think I like to go for Captain Cutler better, just because I like the look of Captain Cutler, plus the whole like it always reminds me of Dead Man's Pier.
Oh yeah,
every time I think about it. Especially when they had like the Captain Cutler type.
We should have walked through Dead Man's Pier and be like, Captain Cutler.
I knew it was you all.
Yeah, I'm just a sucker for Scooby-Doo monsters.
We hadn't even talked about the best part about this movie. Whenever they do the reveal and you find out that Ned's secret identity is Ned.
And Ned is secretly
Ned. Because you find out that fucking the news reporter girl.
It's just Jonathan Jacoby.
And
he's like, we cuddled.
Oh, we cuddled. Hilarious.
I'm wondering now, because like the way they talk to each other, if Jacobo and Old Man Winkles had like a thing going in prison.
I know, right?
Because he was like, you said you were looking puffy.
Yeah, I feel like they did.
I feel like they might have had a thing going.
How the hell did Jonathan Jacoby like just put on like a mask and that was a really good mask, but suddenly have the credentials and is able to get a job as a news reporter?
Probably faked all the paperwork and stuff.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Jonathan Dacoba, because he's so old, he did the long con. He got out of jail and he escaped from prison, and so then he went to college under like a fake identity.
He actually took like classes and got an education.
Yeah, he got a journalism degree and everything.
But we also got to talk about, first of all, Shaggy wearing Captain Cutler's outfit and Scooby getting scared and beating the shit out of him.
That was great. Usually Scooby
with like a boom mic.
Runs away. But nope, he beat the crap out of him.
Oh, and the surfing scene with the skeletal twins.
Oh my god, that was such a Tony Hawk's Pro Skater to the max. I love.
I was over here expecting ska music to just start blasting.
Yeah. He did that little kick flip with the fire extinguisher. It was such a cool thing too.
I don't know why, but this movie had like a lot of like random pop punk songs in it for like montages and stuff.
It did.
I mean, I'm not complaining. It's great. I love it.
Yeah. I mean, didn't the first movie have like alt music, basically a bunch of alt rock? I mean, they literally had fucking Sugar Ray.
Yeah, I mean they had Sugar Ray, so
as the band in the movie.
Oh my god! No, this movie went all out because they even got like an A-list star at the end. They got Ruben fucking Studdard,
American Idol winner Ruben Studdard. I had to sit there for a minute. I was like, "Where the fuck do I know this guy?" Oh, he's the dude that won American Idol that was popular for
that beat Clay Aiken.
Year or two,
and then disappeared off the face of the earth.
You never hear nothing about him ever.
I love Clay Aiken's story though, because I think he's in like Congress now or something.
Oh my god!
He became a politician. Yeah.
Well.
I think for like Massachusetts or something.
It's so weird on American Idol. Most of the winners don't actually like with the exception of a few,
like Kelly Clarkson and
most of the runner-ups or people that were eliminated like before then are the ones who go on to make it big. And the big names. It's insane how that works.
Yeah, and then the ones that win is like, oh yeah, you can win famous thing.
Adam Lambert.
The runner-ups usually end up.
Adam Lambert's literally a fucking singer. Queen now, so that's pretty cool.
You got Kelly Clarkson, Adam Lambert, freaking Jennifer Hudson, Daughtry when he had his thing for
David
a while.
Archuleta's.
Yeah, I mean
David the Chuleta.
David the Chuleta.
I mean, Adam Lambert does a great job too in Queen.
Yeah,
fucking sounds good.
David Porkchop.
Yep.
It was my first same-sex disappointment. Like I was like, oh, he's so hot. I was like, he's gay, right? No, my chances. I was like, my chances. But I was like, no, I respect him as an artist.
We didn't mention in the grave facts because it was in last episode, but I don't know if V knows. But the reason we were at the beginning, we were saying some of the choices that the movie made, because originally Velma was supposed to be gay.
Yeah.
But they all but they kind of edited that out of the movie and changed it up. And in this movie, they just give her a love interest.
They give her
immediately. They give her Seth Green, which was kind of which was like way different than what they originally had planned for her, and that's what a lot of people wanted was for her to finally be gay.
What's really interesting is other behind the scenes stuff that they wanted to do, but they couldn't do to budget. Because they were going to have a lot more ghosts.
Oh, that'd been sick.
They were going to have Captain Redbeard.
I love Redbeard.
They were going to have Captain Redbeard. I'm like, oh man, I missed that. And they were going to have the one that was like from the boardwalk. The one that was like a kind of a robotic ghost.
Yeah.
They were going to have the boardwalk ghost or whatever he was called.
Oh yeah.
I love the design of that character too.
I'm surprised they didn't want to do one of the clowns.
They were going to have the clowns too.
The clown was good.
Yeah.
I wish they'd do the space one and him doing his laugh. That would be great.
I gotta find. I still have the list pulled up. I'll go through the list and see if it's on there. Because they had like a whole bunch of ghosts that they wanted to put in there.
That would have been nostalgia as fuck. There.
Honestly, but what's making me hungry is when Shaggy and Scoob go like ham on that cotton candy glove.
Hell yeah.
Period. I was like, damn.
It's also hilarious Because like while they're eating them, he's like, "No, I'll give you cavities." They just don't give a shit.
You know what's another great line from Matthew Lillard? When they get to Old Man Wiggles' mansion, he's like, "Why couldn't we ever investigate a Burger King or something?"
So is the stoner and him talking, I swear.
And I love it when they get off the limo, the first thing that he has in his hand is a cup from Burger King too.
Nope. I think Burger King sponsored.
So, which is interesting. I didn't have this in the grave robbing facts. Depending on where you saw this, like what region of the U.S. you saw this, they filmed two different versions of it. One with Burger King, the other one was KFC.
That's hilarious.
I just need the KFC one.
I want to see the KFC version. the KFC cut.
Especially the KFC cut.
The Kentucky Fried Cut.
Instead of the Michael Bay, instead of the Snyder cut. We need the Kentucky Fried Cut.
We need the Sanders cut.
The Sanders cut, yeah. Release the Sanders cut. Let's do that. Hashtag release the Sanders cut.
No, I think you have to go. I think you have to get it from like somewhere up in the West because it was a region of the U.S. I think if you were in the East Coast or like the East part of the U.S., you would get Burger King, and if you were in the West, you got Burger King. I wish
they would just do like over the top, not so subtle like product placement. Like they would have just been like, yeah, and we stopped at Kentucky Fried Chicken before this and got a. And like said the name of the meal.
Got the family bucket, and man, I'm telling you, it was finger licking good.
It was finger licking good for only $10.99.
Like really bad.
You know what's funny is that like during COVID, they had to get rid of that for like a little bit. It was like it's finger licking good. I'm like, you really think that bottle was gonna promote some people from doing that? Like, I mean, if Scooby-Doo can do it,
that's right.
COVID what?
I feel like I know that I know like Burger King was a big product placement. Unless I could be wrong, but didn't they have like something going like promotions going on during this movie? Like, didn't they have like toys or something?
Yeah,
yeah,
like Happy like the King meal, I guess it was, or like the kids meal from Burger King had toys.
Yeah, I think they had.
You want to know what's really funny? Because I still have it on DVD, like the first release on DVD for Scooby-Doo 2, and it still has like all the little stuff in it. So it has like a $5 off coupon for the Scooby-Doo Bissell vacuum cleaner.
Oh my god!
No!
And I'm like, I wonder if I can still use it, and it expired in like 2004.
Do they even still make those Scooby-Doo Bissell vacuum cleaners?
I don't even think so.
We gotta find that.
And then it came with like another brochure that was like, ship this out and save like $1 on Scooby-Doo 1 on DVD. Send this one and save $2 on Scooby-Doo on Zombie Island.
Oh my god!
I'll take the pictures and send them to you guys because they're really funny.
Please,
they're a nice little blast from the past. I don't know why, but I'm like, I would love a Scooby-Doo themed vacuum cleaner. Are you kidding me?
That'd be great.
And I love because it's very much aimed at kids. Compact. Like, it's very much aimed at kids when it says really works.
Really works. Not
like fake. we swear it's an actual vacuum, so your kids they'll have fun while you make them clean stuff.
Yeah, not a scam.
Not a scam. It's like X-ray specs.
Yeah. Like having to tell your parent, you're like, "Hey, mom, can I have money for this?" They says it's not a scam. They seem pretty trustworthy.
Who's the company? Scam Artist Inc.
Oh no.
Sounds kind of sketchy, but they take their word for it.
Be great.
That's hilarious. I wonder what other crazy Scooby-Doo
all kinds
of placement there is.
I mean, you got to try Scooby Snacks for the first time the other day, which was amazing.
I did. They were great. Vania, you missed it. I don't know if you saw that on Twitter. That was an iconic moment in our Sounds from the Great History.
On our Twitter, there's a video of Kyle eating Scooby Snacks for the first time.
I did. It was wonderful.
No.
I finished the rest of the box that next day.
That's great.
Shit did not last, I'll tell you that much.
I'm glad you lived. I'm glad you lived.
I'm gonna. Do they only have that flavor, or do they have different flavors? Because I know it said cinnamon on
it. I got them at Walmart. At least at Walmart, that's the only one that they had. You could probably get more at like Publix or something.
I feel like there's other flavors. I'm gonna have to find these.
Yeah, but yeah, they're great. I love Scooby Snacks. But I'm trying to think of like anything else. Oh, actually, here's the thing. V, is there a scene in this movie that you don't really like?
Oh man, I don't know. I mean, not really. I kind of liked a lot of it. So like, well, maybe the whole like buff like thing when Shaggy and Scooby kind of get like briefly buff. I was like, oh, I mean, come on, man. Like, don't why you got to do them like that? Well, at the same time, but it's like the number one like stereotype of like all of us nerds, including me. Hi, how are you? I don't have anything. Like where like we all want to be buff. It's like, oh yeah, like live a luxury for a little bit. Like because I'm like used to like with them being like uh
Skinny?
gluttons in a way.
Oh.
I guess. But but it's all good. I enjoyed it to the fullest. And also Fred's hair, not a fan, but I know it was a wig, but you can't do anything about it.
But
Your barber fucks up, your
I thought
barber
it
fucks
looked.
up.
Funny enough, I actually thought it looked better in this than it did in the first movie.
I think it did,
Really?
honestly. Hot take, I think it did.
Yeah.
But
it threw me off a little bit because it was a shade lighter, like darker than the original, which is why because
You can tell
but I
the
do
original was
get
like
it.
bleach blonde hair. Yeah.
Yeah, but but I feel like it does fit well with his tone, but it's just the inconsistency.
yeah.
This is being nitpicky on
Yeah.
set design, but other than that, you can't like be picky with like these like kid films. I mean, you can if you're really trying to, but like because I have my say on other kids films that I'm like have guilty pleasures of, and I'm not gonna mention. But like other than that, like these are pretty solid for like the time that we were able to receive them as adults and appreciate them.
That's true.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
feel you.
I feel the same way
We
too.
thought it
There's
was
not
top
really.
tier. To be fair, we were like, "Whoa, these effects!" And then the other adults like that actually grew up in the 70s.
At least he's having fun.
Yeah.
It's so weird when you ask like somebody like, what do they not like about it? Because like the general consensus is that this is weaker and not as good as the first movie. Then when someone asks me like what I don't like about it, besides the CGI on the tar ghost, I can't think of anything. Like I'm like, have I just been like, is this actually just besides that, everything perfect like the first movie? Because I can't think of anything bad.
Did they just get it right again?
It just lives up to everything that the charm has of Scooby-Doo. Unlike monsters, but other than that, like
yeah, it's because it's just such a perfect
Yussef's
live
about to fight
action.
me?
It's a live action adaptation. Oh, I see what she said. No. Listen here, V. Listen here, V. You are wrong.
I'm here bashing on the monsters again. Any chance she gets.
Monsters is wonderful.
Any chance she gets.
Colorful.
Y'all are just
colorful and good
haters.
costume design. Other than that, I have nothing to give it.
Y'all
set design
haters.
too.
How can you not like Count Orloff? I mean, he's the best.
We're talking about the acting and the fact that it doesn't carry the essence of the monsters, but why take my opinion? Take Hal's opinion. He's the newcomer here. Who are you gonna believe?
Be careful, Kyle. She's pulling out the British accent. You know it's serious.
Yeah, I brought out the British accent. It's fine.
Whenever that pops out of her, it's you gotta watch out. It's about to go wild.
Anyway, but no, your opinion is completely valid, regardless. So
oh my
it's fine.
God.
I personally, okay? When it comes to scenes I don't like, there's really nothing I didn't really like, honestly.
Right?
It's like hard to be like, oh, that didn't really work, because it does.
So especially if you love Scooby-Doo, you watch this and you're like, they just did so well in this.
Yeah.
It's like
it's just like watching a live action full length episode of Scooby-Doo.
Yeah.
Except that it lasts for like more than 20 minutes.
So that's it, full length.
Yeah. Without like the 10 minutes commercials, which is usually this less than 10 minutes is usually the standard for them to put the commercials
it's like
in
watching
between.
4 to 5 episodes of Scooby-Doo.
Pretty much.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it felt like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, it was just great, just like seeing the characters again, seeing that they hadn't really changed anything or too drastically, or and expanded on them, and obviously gave us the classic monsters and all that stuff. Yeah, I think like the only thing that's like different about this compared to the first Scooby-Doo, it doesn't have as many of those like innuendo jokes as the first one did.
Right.
That like really push that PG rating. This one's kind of tame compared to the first one.
Yeah, I'd say
that first one went through some stuff.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, second one has like occasional jokes like that, but they're not as apparent as they were in the first one.
Agreed.
But I still really enjoy it. It's a fun double feature.
It is.
Just watch them back to back, especially like my favorite thing to do during like spooky season or before spooky season, September, kind of around there.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I start. Well, no.
September is the
I take it back. I take it back. August.
Yeah, August is kind of like your pre-game spooky season. It's
yeah,
where you're getting ready. You're watching a couple of films. You're getting your plans set for September and October.
Right.
You're figuring out.
The thing is like the beginning months. That's not October. October, I like to watch the hardcore shit. Like,
yeah, October.
Like before then, I like to kind of start off with like Hocus Pocus and Scooby-Doo, then Corpse Bride, and all the tame little shits in the middle. Then it's like, let me see your insides inside out.
Oh my god. My yearly tradition is on October 1st at midnight, I watch Hocus Pocus, and right before Halloween ends, or on the very last bit of when I'm leaving, when Halloween's like getting close to being done, I watch Hocus Pocus again. But I think now I can supplement that with Hocus Pocus 2, even though I don't know, I still feel like we definitely have to do Hocus Pocus because that's like one of my favorite movies ever. But I feel like Hocus Pocus 2, like I really liked it, but it didn't have as much of a Halloween feel to me as the first movie.
I agree. Yeah,
that's my only complaint.
Like I said, like the little Halloween fair, it didn't have like that fall.
Yeah, it felt like
vibe to it.
Like the first movie, it just has that Halloween like magic and spirit to it.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's my kind of traditions. And just to throw some shade at V, the Munsters will absolutely be in my tradition for Halloween. Spooky
Good luck watching it in August. The tame shit.
Oh my god! Nope, I'm gonna watch it in October.
No, for me it's
you're gonna be watching that shit in August. So stop.
Oh god damn it, stupid projection.
No, for me it's kind
of typical. We have to cover that in October. Could you imagine the court?
I'd be fucking rubbish. I swear.
I'd be rubbish at this. Come on. Now, for me, it's like it is very stereotypical, I guess. But I always like to go for Halloween. Any of the Halloween movies in the franchise, honestly.
Yeah.
But I'm like, I need to watch, even if it's Halloween 3, because obviously it doesn't have Michael in it. But I'm like, I just need to watch Michael Myers.
Halloween 3 has to be in.
And Halloween 3 is in the repertoire because Halloween 3 is like a straight up Halloween movie.
It always has to be like Hocus Pocus, one of the Halloweens, any Halloween in the franchise. Honestly, honestly, if I had to pick one to just watch, because I feel, and this may be a hot take, because I feel it has like more replay value, I think Rob Zombie's Halloween 1, because of the modern look and everything, and more gory, is more replay value to me than the others. Unless it's H2O. I do love H2O because it does feel like Scream.
I have my issues with H2O.
I know. But you also had to have Trick or Treat in there.
Yes,
Trick or Treat,
absolutely. Trick or Treat needs to be on there
for all of October.
Yeah, for me, it's definitely just like watching movies that are set on Halloween or Halloween night or something like that. So like Trick or Treat,
I try
Hocus Pocus.
Yeah. Terrifier. Terrifier 2 now.
Yep. Now add it to the list.
Yep.
Movie set during Halloween, Terrifier 1 and 2.
Dude, we're gonna do like a double feature of both of them in October or something.
That'd be great. We're already looking so far ahead to the future, even though it's only still
it's
February.
Only February.
Oh, trust me.
The real horror comes.
I have
It's fucking February, you little dipshits.
Easy now.
I have a trust me. I have list upon list of stuff I want to cover.
Oh, same.
Not
even movies that I want to cover.
The real
There's TV shows.
is coming.
Yep.
What was that? Wait, what about the real horror?
Real horror is already upon us. It is Valentine's
no, that's not what
Day.
you said. You said something else.
The real horror is actually upon us.
Is it?
I'm trying to get you to say it again. You said the horror, it's coming.
The horror is coming.
Trying to see if I can get you to say
Your
it again.
mother sucks cock in hell.
Oh my god.
No, seriously, it's February, y'all. You know it's like that disgusting lovey-dovey. Oh, see your inside season.
Hey, but luckily though, us horror fans, we have horror movies for literally every season ever.
Yep. And we've got some great stuff planned for this month too.
I want to feel you from the inside. Yeah, that's correct.
All right, Trend Wrestler.
I want to fuck you like an animal.
Oh my god.
Oh my god.
Hey.
Yeah, but that does bring us to the end of our little Scooby-Doo retrospective. At least for now. I'm sure at some point we'll probably cover like some of the cartoon movies or something like that, because those are always a lot of fun. Like Zombie Island, definitely. But yeah, Scooby-Doo and Scooby-Doo 2, they're terrific movies. They really encapsulate the Scooby-Doo essence. They have perfect casting. The stories are great because they're very much something that would fit into an animated episode of Scooby-Doo.
Yep.
And they're just fun to watch. Like there's nothing about them that you're like, oh, this sucks.
Horror little kid friendly movie.
Yeah, they're definitely some of the best gateway horror out there.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah, so can't really give it a ranking. I think we're biased, but 10 out of 10.
10 out of 10.
10 out of 10 would Scoob again.
Yeah, 10 out of 10.
But yeah, I think we've reached.
Again.
Will Scoob again.
Even though Coolsville sucks.
Y'all are filling into the theme already.
But anyway, that is the end of this episode. But before we head out, we got to do our basic housekeeping. So we'll start you off with V. If you want to tell us what you're doing.
Hello, everybody. I am here. Hi. Yeah, so you can find me at Agent Chen Cultus on Twitter and on YouTube. Under Agent Chen Cultus, I basically do like Agent Chen or horror inspired makeup, and also do like UO updates. That's very repetitive. Don't quote me on that. I'm probably going to go to Mardi Gras this weekend and do some vlogging. So so hopefully your video will be out soon.
Let me know if crab beignets are there. I can't get a straight answer. Beignets? Yeah, I keep hearing it is there, but I don't see it.
I'm going on Sunday. So yeah, it's gonna be a good day. I was gonna go Saturday. Well, yeah. Saturday. Yeah.
Today's Thursday.
Yeah. I know.
Yeah, you see you kind of flailing there, so I'm like, maybe she needs some help. Yeah.
I'm not gonna say anything. Anyways, so I was thinking about going Saturday too, but I don't know if I would have the energy to do it because I have plans at night. But other than that, like,
what plans you may have that Saturday night?
No, has to know.
Oh. I don't know what you're talking about,
Kyle. I have plans. Anyways, but other than that, I think I'm gonna do some vlogging and finally get into the groove of things, to kind of just move myself into the experience on Sunday and take a rest day on Saturday. But anyway, there's other more interesting people on this podcast. So Kyle, not you, Yussef. Kyle, where can we find you?
Hello, you can find me on Twitter at Kyle S. Prescott. And just one more plug. I know I've said this on the last episode, and I think I said it before on a different episode. Since we're talking about Scooby-Doo, I feel I have to plug everybody needs to watch Mystery Incorporated on YouTube. Episode 1 is out. It's literally just it's a fan show that was funded on Indiegogo, I think, or Kickstarter. It was Indiegogo or Kickstarter, and they're all just huge Scooby-Doo fans. They're trying to make episode 2. They're trying to get it funded right now. They have episode 1 out, and it's honestly like a really good. If you want a good more adult live action adaptation of Scooby-Doo that actually like doesn't shit on everything you know about Scooby-Doo, it's really good. It also has you can tell it's like a love letter to fans because they have like little small things in the show that if you watch the cartoons you'll be like, oh hey, I know that. It makes you feel good, makes you know that they're true fans. It's actually really good though. I recommend everybody check out episode 1.
And Chris Villain is Shaggy. He's the inspiration for my username V Villains. I was
and he's a literal stoner in the show too.
Finally confirmed.
They don't try and hide it. Yeah,
really cool.
There's literally a part where when they finally get to the mystery machine, he's like, "Hey, you're gonna have to drive. I'm high as shit," or some shit like that.
Funny.
That's funny.
Chris Villain doing the most, honestly.
I think they have it's a real dog, but obviously it doesn't talk or anything. But that's the dog is Scooby. But you'll love the ghosts because they look really awesome. It almost feels like Scooby-Doo meets Supernatural meets Riverdale.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah.
Very cool.
Interesting. I still haven't seen it because I'm behind on everything.
It's on YouTube.
It's like 40 minutes on YouTube. Yeah.
But now we have the co-host, the meats and bones of the podcast, kind of. Yeah. Where can we find you, Yussef?
I'm the meat and bones.
Why don't?
Anyway. Yes, the nervous system of the podcast, and we also have the internal organs.
Mitochondria is the powerhouse.
Mitochondria is the powerhouse of this.
The mitochondria of the podcast.
I suggest we change our name to Mitochondria.
Mitochondria from the grave. Anyway.
I'm Mito, Kyle is Khan, and then Yussef is Drea.
Oh god, that's terrible. My name is Drea. Drea Ripley.
God damn it.
Anyway, you guys know my name is Yussef. You can find me on Twitter at itbeyusef and on Instagram at Yussef1220. And then you can find our podcast. We're on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter at Sounds from the Grave. We're also on YouTube and on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Anchor, pretty much anywhere that you can get your podcasts. We all have some stuff coming out pretty soon that I think you guys are really going to enjoy, especially because it really fit the theme of the month. So we're excited to reveal what all that's going to be. And we may or may not have some friends joining us.
That's right.
Yep.
Be a good time.
But yeah, with this, we leave you guys. We hope you have a good day or good night, and that you stay spooky.
Stay spooky.
Stay spooky. Check out my pecs, little man.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Scooby